Let me tell you something. Time is the one thing in this life you can never get back. The clock doesn't stop ticking for anyone, no matter how rich you are, how famous you are, or how powerful you are. And you know what? You can't buy it back either. So what are you doing with your time? Are you wasting it? Time is the one thing you can never get back. No amount of money, success, or material possessions can replace lost time. Teach the audience the importance of valuing time over everything else. Let me hit you with something real quick. Time is the most valuable thing you have, not money, not fame, not all the things you think are important. Time. Now, why is that? Well, because no matter how much you try, no matter how hard you hustle, time does not slow down. You can't save it. You can't buy more of it, and you sure as hell can't get it back once it's gone. Think about it. How many times have you said to yourself, man, I wish I had more time? We all do it. But here's the thing, we all get the same 24 hours in a day. You don't get an extra hour just because you're more successful or you have more money. No, you get exactly what everyone else gets, and the only thing that differentiates the people who succeed and those who don't is how they choose to use that time. I need you to understand this. Time is a limited resource. It's like having a bank account with a balance that keeps decreasing, and the crazy part is, you don't know when your balance is gonna hit zero. That's the beauty and the curse of it. You gotta make every moment count because those moments add up to your life. You've heard the phrase, time flies. Well, let me tell you, it flies faster than you realize. 1 minute you're 20 years old thinking you've got all the time in the world, and the next thing you know, you're 50 wondering where the last 30 years went. So if time is the most precious thing you've got, what are you doing with it? Are you letting it slip by while you procrastinate, distract yourself, or put off your dreams for tomorrow? Or are you making moves right now, every day, to ensure that each moment is being invested in something that'll get you closer to your vision? Time is an investment, and if you want your future to be everything you dream of, you've got to treat it that way. Here's the truth. Once time is gone, it's gone for good. Don't waste it. Don't waste a single minute. It's not about the big, flashy moments. Success comes from the daily small actions. Highlight how consistency, not perfection, leads to results over time. Now let me tell you something that will change the way you think about success. It's not about the big wins. It's not about that one moment that changes everything. It's about consistency. We all get caught up thinking that success comes from some huge breakthrough or some big, flashy opportunity. But the truth is, it's the small things you do every day that create massive change. The magic happens in the consistency, not in the occasional brilliance. Think about it like this. How many of you have seen someone who seems to have it all together? Maybe they've built a successful business, or they're in great shape, or they've got a great family life. And you think, man, how did they get there? Well, let me tell you. It wasn't by getting everything perfect all at once. No, it was because they showed up every single day, did the work, put in the effort, no matter how small. It's those daily actions, those small, seemingly insignificant steps, that add up over time and create something bigger than you could ever imagine. Consistency is what separates the people who make it and the people who don't. It's easy to start, but can you keep going when the excitement fades? Can you keep pushing when no one is cheering you on? Can you stay disciplined when it feels like the results are slow to come? That's what separates the winners from the quitters. The winners keep going no matter what. They understand that it's not about doing everything right. It's about doing something right every day. So ask yourself, what are you doing every day that's pushing you forward? Are you consistent in your actions? Are you showing up, even on the days when it feels like you're not making any progress? Your success is built on the daily things you do, not the one-time moments of brilliance. So let me leave you with this: success is not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it's won by those who keep running step by step, day after day, keep showing up. Procrastination is the thief of time and dreams. The longer you wait, the further you get from your goals. Offer strategies for overcoming procrastination, like breaking tasks into smaller chunks. Let me tell you something that's holding a lot of people back from reaching their full potential. It's procrastination. You know, that little voice in your head that says, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I need to get things just right before I begin." That voice is a thief. It's stealing your time and your dreams, and you don't even realize it. Every time you push something off, you're delaying your success. You're saying, "I'll get to it later." But later never comes. Let's break this down. You have a goal, a dream, something you've been putting off because it feels too big, too hard, or maybe you just don't feel ready. But here's the thing: you will never feel completely ready. There is no magic moment when everything aligns perfectly. Life doesn't work that way. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take that first step. You tell yourself just one more day, but all you're doing is building a bigger mountain of things to do, and before you know it, you're overwhelmed and stuck. Procrastination is a form of self-sabotage, and most of the time it comes from fear. Fear of failing, fear of messing up, or even fear of success. But you have to understand this: nothing gets done until you make the decision to start. The longer you wait, the farther you get from where you want to be. The key to overcoming procrastination is simple. Start small. Break down those big tasks into manageable steps. Don't worry about how it'll all turn out. Focus on what you can do today. Do something, anything. So let me leave you with this: procrastination is your enemy. Every time you delay, you're just giving your dreams more time to slip away. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now and make that moment perfect through your actions. Don't let tomorrow rob you of today's opportunities. Show the audience that they have the power to choose how they spend their time. Every decision counts. People often feel like they have no time, but in reality, it's about how they prioritize and make choices. Let me ask you a question. How are you spending your time right now? I mean, really, how are you using those precious 24 hours you get every single day? You might be thinking, "Well, I don't have time for this or that." But here's the thing: time is a choice. You are in control of how you spend your time always. We live in a world where we act like time is something that happens to us, but the truth is, it's something we choose every day. You've got the power to decide how much time you spend scrolling through social media, how much time you spend hanging out with people who drain you, or how much time you waste watching TV. But on the flip side, you've also got the power to choose to invest that time in things that matter. You get to decide whether you invest your time in learning something new, working on your dreams, or getting closer to the person you want to become. The real question is, what are your priorities? Because I'll tell you this: when you focus on the things that matter most, you'll find the time. But when you keep filling your schedule with distractions and things that don't serve you, you're just letting time slip away. And here's the kicker: you'll always have a reason to not focus on what's important. There will always be an excuse, a reason to put things off until tomorrow, but you know what that gets you: another day wasted, another opportunity lost. Time doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't care how busy you are. You have to make the conscious choice to use it wisely. If you want to make a real change in your life, you've got to stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. Start investing your time in things that move you forward. Your future will thank you for it. Time is yours to use. Don't let it slip away in the wrong direction. Make every second count. The importance of investing time in things that will help you grow: education, relationships, health, and personal development. Ask the audience to evaluate how they spend their time. challenging them to identify areas they could improve. Let me break something down for you. You have to start thinking of time as an investment, not just something you passively let happen. People often talk about money as something you need to invest if you want to grow it. Right? Well, time works the same way. If you don't invest your time wisely, it won't grow into something valuable. You see, every single moment you spend should be thought of as a currency, and how you spend it is going to determine the life you live. Think about it. Every hour you spend on things that are only giving you short-term satisfaction is an hour you could have invested in something that brings long-term growth. When you invest your time, you're putting it toward things that are going to build your future. Your education, your health, your personal development, your relationships. These things aren't instant. You don't see immediate returns. But let me tell you, the dividends you get are far greater than any immediate pleasure you might get from distractions. Here's the truth. You've got to treat your time like you would a business investment. You wouldn't throw your money into a bad investment, right? So why would you do that with your time? When you invest your time wisely, whether it's in learning something new, working towards your goals, or building meaningful connections, you are laying the foundation for a richer, more fulfilling future. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion of I'm too busy or I don't have time, but those are just excuses. Everyone has the same 24 hours. It's not about having time. It's about choosing where to put your time. So ask yourself, are you investing your time in things that will elevate your life? Or are you squandering it on distractions that don't get you any closer to your purpose? Your future depends on how you invest your time today. Make sure you're making the right investment. Time, like money, is precious. Choose wisely where you put it. In the end, what do you want your time to have amounted to? Success isn't just about what you accumulate, but the impact you have on others. Encourage the audience to think about their legacy and how they want to be remembered. Here's something that I really want you to think about. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? I'm not talking about what you want people to say about you when you're gone, or how many accolades you can rack up in your lifetime. I'm talking about the real, lasting impact you leave on this world. You see, when we're busy with the hustle, chasing after the next big thing, it's easy to forget that our time here isn't just about us. It's about the mark we leave on others. What are you doing with your time right now that will matter long after you're gone? Every moment you spend shapes your legacy, whether you realize it or not. The way you treat people, the way you show up for the people who matter, and the things you put your time and energy into, it all matters. You're building a story with your actions, and that story will be the one that people remember. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, but when you zoom out and think about the bigger picture, it becomes clear. The goal isn't just to make a living, it's to make a difference. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and change the world overnight. What I'm saying is, every choice you make with your time is contributing to the legacy you'll leave. If you're wasting time on things that don't matter, you're wasting your opportunity to make a real impact. But when you're intentional about how you spend your time, when you're focused on growth, giving, and living with purpose, that's how you create something that lasts. So I'll leave you with this. Time is your most precious resource, and how you spend it today determines the legacy you'll leave tomorrow. Make it count, because your story is being written right now. Don't let it be one of wasted chances and missed opportunities. Let it be one of purpose, impact, and meaning.